What's up, Red Devils?
We have a great episode for you this week.
What do you want to start off with, man?
How about NFL talk?
All right, sounds good.
Roll the tape.
Good morning, Red Devils, and welcome back to another NFL Talk.
We're your hosts, Jared and Joren, and this week we'll be covering some good games and some not so good games.
One of the good games we'll be covering is the Rams versus 49ers this week.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, but I think I'm going to have to pick the Rams because I know the 49ers have been winning, but not against any high-level team. I mean, nothing like the Rams so far, so it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, as long as the Rams don't come down to the last field goal, then I think they'll be all right because their line is not very clutch.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one.
And on to our next game between the Saints and Jaguars. Who you got in this one, Jared?
Well, I mean, I know I picked the Saints last time, but I'm going to have to go with the Jaguars this time because, you know, my boy Gardner Minshew, he's pretty fantastic, and, you know, even his mustache can throw 4 touchdowns a game, so.
Well, I'm going to have to actually pick the Saints because they've been rolling even without Drew Brees, and they're looking pretty good this year.
Yeah, the Saints are tough, but I got to go with my boy Gardner Minshew. So now it's down to the last game, which is the not-so-good game this week, which is our version of the joke of the week between the Redskins and the Dolphins. Who do you got on that one?
I'm not really sure I'm going to take this one. They're both pretty terrible teams.
Yeah, they're equally awful, but I think I'm going to have to pick the Dolphins only because the Redskins head coach just got fired, so that's all they've got going for them.
Yeah, anybody who watches this game is pretty much losers, so don't watch this game.
All right, back to you, Mia and Mo.
Let's go, Hawks.
Lions.
Speaking of Lions, we have a new teacher interview.
No way. You gotta be lying.
If you ever see Mr. Barba, you know his hair is majestic, just like a lion's mane.
You know, he does have some nice hair.
You know it. Now let's check out the interview.
Hi, my name is Mr. Barba. I work in the math department. It's my 20th year in education. I'm excited to be here at EVHS.
So first question, what made you want to become a teacher?
Well, why did I want to become a teacher? Well, to be honest with you, that was not my first choice. I've been doing computer work since I was a kid. So I started writing software at age 12, so I figured, hey, I'll be a computer engineer. But, you know, while taking one of my classes, this math teacher, he was kind of this Zen guy. He knew the Dalai Lama, and he was really into making me feel good about taking math. So I started to thinking, you know, being a guy who grew up in LA on the streets, you know, it took some positive adults to kind of change my life. So I figured, hey, I should give back to society. It'd be better than sitting in front of a screen every day for 8 hours, although it seems like teaching does a lot of that too.
If you could make a rule that everyone had to follow for a date, what would it be?
If I could make one rule, it'd be for every negative comment, you need to give 4 positive. I think that would be my rule for the day.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve around teaching would be probably when students ask me, what did we do yesterday? So I use Google Classroom, guys, okay? Go look.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
If I won the lottery, what would I do with the money? Well, after paying off my debt, I would probably get with some of my local bishops in my church and probably maybe build a cathedral or build a monastery or, you know, build an orphanage. You know, one of my favorite saints built an orphanage and took care of kids. I think that would be something I'd like to do.
What would be your first steps in the zombie apocalypse?
First steps in a zombie apocalypse, I'd probably grab myself some holy water, make sure I have an ample supply. I'm a fighter. Okay, so, you know, I want a sword. I want to cut some zombie heads off, so I don't want to take the back line, but I want to be ready for action.
If you had to pick one meal to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal for the rest of my life would be carne asada tacos, like from the taco trucks, the small ones, you know, and you know, as long as I can mix up some red sauce and green sauce, I think I'd do all right.
Welcome to East Valley, Mr. Barba.
Well, Mia, I was just thinking.
Don't hurt yourself, Moses.
Funny. Anyways, I was thinking we could check out this week's birthdays.
Oh, really? My birthday's on there.
No way.
Yeah.
I actually got you something right here.
Moses, this is a chewed up pencil.
Yeah, but I chewed up, so it's a special chewed up pencil.
All right, well, let's check out birthdays. Happy birthday, Red Devils!
Hey, Mia, how's the girls' soccer team doing this year?
I'm not sure. I'm not playing, but I know Elisa and Jessa interviewed some soccer girls. Let's check it out.
I'm Raquel Cuevas.
And I'm Jocelyn Luna, and we are both on the varsity soccer team.
Oh my god.
I'll go first. So I was jumping over a fence, and my shorts caught on the fence, and they were just barely ripped, and then Diana had to say she could fix them, and let's just say I'm glad I wore spandex that day because I had no shorts.
She made it into a designer. And I forgot to bring extra shoes. So I looked like a freaking pirate when we were like riding the bus, and they recorded me like calling me a pirate and stuff. That was pretty embarrassing.
What is your favorite soccer memory?
I think for me it was sophomore year when we won like 3 games in a row in shootouts, and we ended up getting the district championship title.
I gotta say the same thing, and we ended up in state, and that was the first time that girls soccer has been in state since like 2010.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, since we're on the subject of sports, let's go check out this week's schedule.
Sounds good. Roll the tape.
Why did the little boy close the refrigerator door? Because he didn't want to see the salad dressing.
Well, that's it for this week.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Double News on Instagram and EVHS News on Twitter.
Also, don't forget about our Halloween extravaganza. It's going to be awesome.
I'm Mia Wilson.
And I'm Mos Alexander.
And this is
It's
Double
Double
News.
News.